Everything's upside down.
Huh? There's the lunatic! Hey, Gum! Catchpole! Where is everyone?
What
What? There's the lunatic!
Let's hope the mask does the trick. They were robbing the graves. A drawing of some kind of cross. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh, rotting corpses. Eh? What's this?
What now? Wait till he falls asleep. What now? Wait till he falls asleep.
Did you take anything? Must have been looking for something.
Hey! What the?
You're the one who locked me in there.
How did you get out?
Why the fuck did you do that? Wait, you're the foreman, aren't you?
Shut up! You found Bavo, didn't you? Hand it over.
Certainly stole something.
Calm down and... What the hell are you on about?
You know what I'm on about, Kavar. And I know he's here somewhere. I'll rip it out. It'll look like...
Come on then. Try it.
You brought this on yourself. Kill you. That's supposed to be a threat.
I hope this works. Let's hope the mask does the trick.
Take anything? You must have been looking for something. But what?
I hope this works. That's one hell of a bloody pit.
Manastırdayım dostum, manastırda.
We're under quarantine, didn't you hear?
Let's hope the mask does the trick.
A drawing of some kind of cross. They were robbing the graves. A map of the underground.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, rotting corpses.
Eh? What's this?
Dead. You must know about Bavo. For sure he found it. Hey! What?
You're the one
Out!
Why the fuck? Wait,
Shut up! Hand it over!
calm down. What the hell are you on about?
You know what I'm on. I'll rip it out of your cold dead hands when I'm done with you. It'll look like an...
Come on then. Try it.
You brought this on yourself. For an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Bury your head right here. out there alive! Stick your eyes out! Alive right here! Right in the head!
Let's hope the mask does the trick. A map of the underground. A drawing of some kind of cross. They were robbing the graves. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh, rotting corpses. Hey? What's this? This crypt carries on.
Fucking hell. Why is he poking his nose into this?
Maddie, it's you. I wanted to help you, but it looks like I only made it worse. Christ, Albig! What happened? Are you alright?
I am, yes. But it looks like we've been robbed.
Why?
Gentlemen, please. What happened here?
What do you...
But there's no...
Well,
Ow!
and was I... Thank the...
Can someone tell me...
As you know, thanks to that, I recall I did.
Plenty of...
Or tried to steal them for that very... Who could have got in and...
I was busy tending the sick.
Nor did I, I'm afraid.
That actually made it quite...
But we...
Sure,
Father Yan.
not quite well.
But
That's a...
How did he even...
There, and if he...
And the...
let's not... Henry.
All right.
Right. Agree.
What are you doing here?
Did you see anyone go in or out of our room?
I'm not sure. I think I saw a monk go in.
A monk? You mean Benedict?
No, it wasn't him, but hard to say.
It's not exactly helpful, I know. Any idea when that was?
Roughly an hour ago, maybe 2. Has something happened?
Damn it. Never mind. Better if you ask Zacharias.
What do you want, you bloody scoundrel?
Did you notice anything suspicious this past hour?
One of the sick men has been throwing up constantly, and I suspect another one's faking it to skip work.
No. I need to know if anyone's been nosing around our room.
I spent most of my time with the vomiting one, or out in the yard scrubbing his bedding. I didn't see anyone.
Someone went through our room, or rather tossed it all about. Likely looking for something.
And what about the alchemy lab? Was that turned over too?
No. I think that one's untouched.
Oh, thank God.
That's the thing. Nothing was taken, so we don't even know what they were...
I should have been more watchful, right? I'm sorry.
Don't beat yourself up. Will you tell me more about yourself?
I can try.
How did you get to the monastery?
Well, I walked.
Aye.
Very well. You see...
So you had no...
Something like perhaps the...
What did you do before?
When my parent...
Why did you...
My sister...
It was... So you...
Until they died.
Caring for...
Yes.
Why do you work at...
It's my...
What do you mean?
The Lord...
What, you're
Not just... And I'm boring you, aren't I? Forgive me.
How did you do...
I came to...
But...
Imagine... Is it better? You're not... But don't think...
If I ever need my...
Of course. It's my job, after all. I'm here most days, so you know where to find me. Is that so? You don't seem to be suffering.
Ah, Christ, just leave already, you scoundrel.
I spoke with Benedict and Dennis. Neither noticed a thing.
I thought as much. So, we still know...
I might have something, but I'm not sure yet how it ties to the...
What do you mean?
I went down to the crypt, and I found open tombs.
Good God!
No sign of a mass grave, though. Just individual tombs.
That's both good and bad news. At least we can now rule out. But if the workers caught something from the air around those tombs, why did they even open them?
They were probably looking for something inside. I found this sketch.
That looks like the emblem of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. But why would they look for it among deceased abbots? Even putting aside that it's sacrilege, I don't see the connection.
Nor do I. But there must be one, because they locked me in the crypt over it.
What?
I managed to get out and ran straight back to you. But I was interrupted by this ransacked room.
Maybe we'd better keep all this to us. You might ask Chris. With luck, he'll find something in the archives that sheds some light on how it all connects, but best do it tomorrow. This evening's been more than enough.
Agreed. Let's clear up the room, then sleep.
We'll be wiser come morning.
Shopping beast. Kick its ass. You stop that, for Christ. Fuck's sake.
Good morning, everyone. I trust you've had a decent sleep. The sick are waiting, and being tired doesn't excuse us from our duties.
All right, give me a moment. Then we'll go and check on the patients. And where's Benedict, anyway?
If I may, gentlemen. Haven't you heard? There was a fire here last night.
A fire? Here at the monastery?
The small shed by the mill house burned down, but it was probably just an unfortunate accident. Thank the Lord it's all over now.
And no one was hurt?
Well, that's the thing. No one burned, but there were 2 men in the shed. Or rather, 2 bodies.
Bodies? Whose were they, for God's sake?
That... I don't know, sir.
And how do you know they didn't die in the flames? Just because they weren't burnt to cinders doesn't prove anything.
I didn't see them, but they said there were no burns, and it didn't look like they'd suffocated either.
So, how did they end up there? What killed them? Didn't anyone tell you about them?
They were sent to be washed, but the washers noticed, signs.
Who found them? And how did he get them out?
Elijah, one of the lay brothers. He ran into the flames thinking he could save them, but they were already dead.
And what was he doing outside in the middle of the night? You don't suppose he had something to do with it?
He's never been any trouble. There's no reason to suspect him.
How do you know about these signs? Did someone examine them?
No, they were only to be washed. But when the signs of illness were spotted, the abbot ordered them locked. Ludolf promised he'd send one of his men to guard the door. No one is to go near them.
That was highly irresponsible. Someone needs to examine them thoroughly.
You want to bring them to the infirmary with the others? No.
Are you afraid the other sick might get even worse? At least we could have them.
Was anyone else there besides Elijah?
No, or at least no one I know of. I'll leave you to it now. If you need me, I'll be with the sick.
I'm going to. Disease? Fire? What next? A swarm of locusts?
First they ransacked my room, now this.
Do you think the fire's got anything to do with what they were after in your chambers?
Who knows? I feel like someone wants us gone. And they're trying to frighten us into leaving.
All the more reason to get to the bottom of this.
But I can hardly go poking around myself to find out what really happened.
Don't worry. That's what I'm here for.
Maybe Zacharias was right after all. You never know when an aid like that might come in handy. So, what's your plan?
Quite a few things, actually. I'll take a look around the burned-down shed. There might still be some clues.
Good idea. It might have just been an accident, but it won't hurt to make sure.
I should probably speak with the lay brother who pulled the bodies out of the flames.
Elijah, right? But be gentle. No one should have to go through what he did last night.
What about the corpses? You said you wanted to examine them.
And that's what I'll do. We can't afford doubts when there's a deadly illness.
But Benedict said the abbot forbade it.
If he's got any sense at all, he'll understand this is serious.
Whoever it is, he's still following orders. He'll know the risk if he disobeys them.
So what do you suggest I do?
Leave it to me.
So what you're saying is, use an unorthodox approach.
Well, I'm no physician like you, but I've learned a lot about the illness. I could say I'm your apprentice.
That won't be enough.
Then I'll explain to him the same way you did to me. We need to examine them and find out what was wrong with them, or we'll never get anywhere with treatment.
That's probably best. But you must examine them thoroughly. And don't be repulsed.
So, what exactly should I be looking for?
Anything unusual. You know well the symptoms the sick here have, but a keen eye may spot other signs too. If you're not sure, just try to remember what you saw. If you describe it to me later...
I can't think of anything else.
Nor can I. Well then.
You'd best move along.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Hey, what are you wandering around here for? What's it gonna be?
Don't you know there's a quarantine?
Must be mad.
I'm investigating the source of that illness that's been spreading around here. And I could use your learned knowledge.
I'm listening.
I came across the symbol of the Kingdom of Jerusalem during my investigation. And I was wondering if you might have any records or anything that might be connected to it.
If memory serves, something should definitely be here. I even dabbled in it myself long ago. We have the legacy of a knight named Boleslav Bavor, who journeyed through the Holy Land and visited Jerusalem. There was some connection to the monastery crypt, if I recall.
Really? Because I actually came across it in the crypt.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, I ran into some laborers down there. From what I gathered, they were trying to rob some of the graves, and they were looking for something tied to the Jerusalem cross.
By Christ, they were after the relic.
What are you talking about? What relic?
There's a possibility that Bavor was buried here along with a certain relic. That's what got me interested back then.
What sort of relic are we talking about?
I don't know exactly, but certainly something very rare. I believe it's linked to Jesus Christ himself, but I can't tell you for sure right now. It's been many years, and even back then I never found anything substantial apart from Bavor's records of his travels. In the end, I concluded that the whole tale of the relic was likely just Bavor's own fabrication.
Oh, that's a shame. It was just starting to get interesting. Still, I'd very much like to have a look at the travel records.
I'll be glad to show them to you, to examine. But first, we must report those
You're right. The abbot ought to be told, but it's probably not wise to burden him with it now. Right now, we need to deal with the illness. Once things have settled down, we can make sure those thieves get what they deserve. Besides, we've got almost no proof yet. If I manage to investigate the matter of Bavor more thoroughly, I might stumble on something.
Still, it's a serious thing. We mustn't wait too long.
Of course. Once I've gathered the evidence, I'll explain everything to the abbot straight away. And now I'd like to take a proper look at Bavor's travel records.
Of course. Give me a few moments. I'll find them for you. And I believe Bavor's name also appeared in some old accounts. I'll try to track those down too. Here you go. Bavor's travel records about his journey through the Holy Land. And I've also found these old accounts. Feel free to study them too. I'm curious myself what conclusion you'll come to, if any.
Ah. It really says here that he acquired a holy relic. Let's see how it continues.
According to the journal, Bavor had himself buried here with his holy treasure. That sounds pretty clear. Let's see what the accounts say. So Bavor gave the monastery a generous donation and paid for a chapel mural painting. And still, despite all the records and mentions, Crispin had his doubts.
Are you still so enamored with Lord Bavor?
I read the journal. A lovely tale. It really brought the Holy Land to life.
And?
And it says the relic Bavor acquired was a splinter from the true cross of Christ.
Holy Virgin! Such a sacred treasure!
And according to the book, Sir Boleslav was to be buried with the relic in the monastery crypt.
So it says in the book. I also found my old notes and remembered how it all went back then. I too searched for Bavor's grave. I even dared venture into the crypt, but despite all my efforts, I never found it.
How is that even possible? A grave can't just disappear.
Quite frankly, I don't know. Once I was convinced none of the graves belonged to Bavor, I laid the matter before the abbot, not our father Jan. This was over 20 years ago when Abbot Vitus held office. Together we came to the conclusion that Bavor's tale was likely at least partly, perhaps entirely.
Why would it be made up? Surely Sir Boleslav wouldn't lie about something so serious.
The book's one thing, but there's not a single other mention anywhere. The grave's missing, the relic's nowhere to be found. Can you think of another explanation, then?
And then there's the relic. If Bavor had just wanted to raise his reputation with a good story, why claim to have gained something so rare?
Perhaps out of vanity? There's no shortage of that among the nobility.
But his tale's already heroic enough without it. Making up a relic would only draw unwanted attention.
That's a good point. It'd be too risky.
The account books mention that Bavor had a sarcophagus made at his own expense.
That's possible. Does it mean anything?
If he paid for it himself, there had to be a reason. Masonry work like that is no small matter. And it's odd, isn't it? He sorted it all out in detail with the monastery to have his tomb here. Then he wasn't even buried here.
You're right. I never made that connection before.
The crypt has a hidden side chamber, you know.
Excuse me? What chamber?
It had been walled up. In one part of the crypt, the masonry was loose, so I managed to get inside.
I've never heard of anything like that. Perhaps even Abbot Vitus didn't know of it.
I'd say the abbot would definitely have known about something like that. He just didn't tell you. Maybe on purpose.
Where are you going with this?
I'm not sure. Just thinking out loud, really. But why would Bavor do that? What would he gain by deceiving everyone here?
If memory serves, he had some disputes over property. Maybe he wanted to improve his reputation.
That's mentioned in the text, but lies wouldn't have helped him. Quite the opposite if he'd been found out.
You'd be surprised how short-sighted some folk can be. But I agree, something about it doesn't sit right.
And what about the mural mentioned in the accounts? Does it really exist?
Yes, it's in one of the chapel naves. It depicts several scenes from Bavor's alleged adventures.
Well, then that proves Bavor's story wasn't just made up. Surely the abbot back then wouldn't have approved such a mural in the main church if he hadn't believed it was true.
If the former abbot believed Bavor wasn't a liar, but a real hero of the Holy Land, I'll believe him too.
All the more reason I want to see it for myself.
No harm in trying. At the very least, it's a fine piece of work.
Bavor mentions in his journal that he received a great fortune from the King of Cyprus, and the account records say he gave a generous donation to the monastery. Do you think that was made up too?
They confirm at best that Bavor had wealth, not where it came from. According to the late Abbot Vitus, he might have gained that fortune by plundering or as spoils of war, and the tale of the Holy Land was just a cover to mask the dishonorable origin of his riches.
Well, I've never been to the Holy Land, but I've seen plenty of wrongdoings, even here in Bohemia. And if Bavor really wanted to cover up how he got his coin, he could have built a village, built a fortress, or who knows, bought up a mine. He could have done any number of smarter things than spinning a tale about a heroic journey halfway across the world, don't you think?
I'm no expert in fraud, but yes, he chose a rather complicated cover-up if that's what it was.
Don't you think this whole thing is a bit too complicated? Every explanation for why Bavor would lie seems more convoluted than just acknowledging it's true.
Listening to you now, it's like hearing my younger self. And I sound exactly like Abbot Vitus. His view was that Bavor's story was fiction. He told me I'd be better off letting it go.
What exactly did he say?
That I should stop chasing old crusaders and focus on real, meaningful work.
Vitus isn't here anymore. So we can pick up where you left off. And maybe we'll finally unravel Bavor's mystery together.
If that relic really does exist, and it surfaced now, it'd surely be a sign from the Lord, a sign of hope in these desperate times.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We've not even found Bavor's tomb. Without it, we're stuck.
But you spoke of that hidden chamber in the crypt. If there's any clue, it'll be in there. Take this and study it closely. It's a drawing of Bavor's family coat of arms I came across years ago. According to this, you'll know if it's truly the grave of Sir Boleslav. Yes, the mural in the chapel, paid for by Bavor himself, also bears his coat of arms.
Those workers, if they really were after Bavor, they only had a drawing of the Jerusalem cross. But if he was buried under his family crest, no wonder they opened the wrong graves.
Yes, that could be it. Study that sketch well, so you won't make the same mistake.
Thank you. I'll head off at once.
Just be careful, please. You know the abbot's orders, the disease, all this misfortune.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
And in the crypt, show respect to the eternal rest of those buried there, especially now, with death haunting the monastery.
Looks like someone's not hungry.
I'm surprised you're still standing. You must have drunk an entire
Ah, you're right, my friend. I drank all...
You aren't supposed to be here! What's that? What's it going to be?
Bloody rain.
Down there. What do you think? Phil? No. Stay alert. Any sign of those workers?
Look at that. Bavor's crest. This must be it.
Good thing I've got the hood. Sarcophagus of a nobleman, disturbed by those workers. Most likely because of the large cross. But Bavor ought to be buried under an arrow crest. This must have been some knight. There's a cross above his head, but a rose in the crest, and I'm looking for an arrow. Abbot Vitus. Crispin mentioned him. Let's hope he forgives us for digging into Bavor's story again. A crozier and mitre. That'll be an abbot's tomb. Abbot Uldericus. But no sign of Bavor. Some past abbot's tomb. Maybe even Heinrich. Nice. Looks more like an abbot's tomb from the carving. Good thing. I'd be shifting that rubble for days on my own. This one's rather worn down. I think I can make out the abbot's symbol.
Bavor's crest. So it's true. Who could it have been? He might have been tailing me. Christ. Best be more careful.
plans, visitation reports, nothing anywhere.
Brother Crispin?
Henry, I searched through the archives again to see if I might still find something on Bavor, but so far nothing. And your search in the crypt? Did you dare go?
I dared. And more than that, I truly did find Bavor's sarcophagus in the hidden chamber.
By all the saints? And the relic? Was it there?
No. I was hoping, but I don't think it's that simple. There's a sarcophagus with Bavor's crest, but Bavor isn't the one lying in it.
What? You?
I had to know. Judging by the robes, I'd say it's an abbot or some other high-ranking cleric.
Good lord, that's truly strange.
I swear it's true. But now I haven't the faintest idea what to do next. I was kinda hoping you might come up with an explanation. That chamber looked untouched for years.
Explanations do come to mind, but they're purely speculation. It's possible Bavor was never buried here at all. Or perhaps his grave was moved.
What do you mean, not buried here? Everything points to it.
Until we find the body, we can't be certain. The travel records, the accounts, all point to the intent, but not its fulfillment.
There was his coat of arms on the bottom of the sarcophagus.
Yes, which would support my second theory that his remains were moved.
But why would anyone move him? Isn't that against God's will or something?
There are reasons for it. They're internal matters of the monastery.
That sounds mighty suspicious to me. Almost like some kind of forbidden art.
I assure you, there's nothing suspicious about it.
Then explain it to me. It's worth leaving me to imagine what really happened.
Oh, very well. To be laid to rest in the monastery crypt near the altar is the best one can hope for the soul of the departed. Normally such places are reserved for abbots, but this privilege can be granted to others in rare cases.
That would explain why Bavor might be buried there, but not why he isn't.
I'm getting to that. A place of such honor may be given for great deeds, or a truly generous donation. But if the person has been dead for a long time, and has no surviving kin to speak for him, then it's possible the body may be moved, to make way for a deceased abbot, or a potential new benefactor.
I see. And I understand that's not an easy thing for you to speak about.
Thank you. Still, the deceased isn't simply tossed aside. He's respectfully moved to another resting place, just not as prestigious.
Right. But that brings us back to the question. So where could they have moved Bavor to?
Most likely to the consecrated field next to the monastery, or the graveyard by the infirmary church of St. Cosmas and Damian.
Hang on. That consecrated field is enormous. I'd be searching for weeks, and I can't even get in there now. Better to scout the infirmary church first.
God be with you, Henry. I hope you manage to find Bavor at last.
I saw that mural of Bavor you spoke of, and I think I noticed something slightly unusual.
Ah? Really? What was it?
That Bavor crest. In the mural, it's shown differently from your sketch. Seems to be the elevated version, as mentioned in the travel records, with the inner scutcheon. And on it is the Jerusalem cross. There's also an angel. And Bavor had himself depicted holding. It looked to me like Bavor had the layout made very deliberately.
I must have missed that. Or perhaps I've simply forgotten.
Indeed. But I still don't know what to make of it.
Bavor clearly put a great deal of thought into it. That depiction isn't just a coincidence or some artist's fancy. It was Bavor's intention. And that...
I'll ponder it on my way to the infirmary graveyard.
What?
Sacre! Damn!
I really need to eat something. Bit neglected, but otherwise a nice place for one's final rest. I hope I find Bavor here, so I don't have to search the whole consecrated field. Unmarked grave. I might as well have gone straight to the consecrated field. A grave. In a graveyard. Doesn't look like it's hiding any mystery. Who knows who lies here? Best not disturb them. unmarked grave. Peace to your soul, whoever you are.
Master Bavor, where are you hiding?
What did I expect? I'd rather meet someone alive now.
Boleslav's crest, at last. Let's hope its lord lies somewhere nearby.
Back! And the rest. I hope this is it. The armor, the crest, the sword. It has to be him. The valiant knight Boleslav Bavor. May his soul rest in peace.
Only no sign of the relic. But then again, the mural showed that in his scutcheon and his crest.
Amen. Nice choice of last words. And I'll be taking that treasure.
Who sent you?
That's no longer your concern. Get him! Take the relic from him!
I'll show you.
In God's name!
Amen. Nice choice of last words. And I'll be taking that treasure.
Drop your weapons. There's been enough evil done here already.
There'd have been a lot less if you'd kept your nose out of it. Get him! Take the relic from him!
Go to hell! Boleslav's crest, at last. Let's hope its lord lies somewhere nearby.
And the rest.
hope this is it.
Amen. Nice choice of last words. And I'll be taking that treasure.
Who sent you?
That's no longer your concern. Get him! Take the relic from him! I'll get you! Oh! Oh! No! I'm all yours! Yeah, fuck that!
Height! I got word there was a fight here. What in the Virgin Mary's name happened?
They attacked me. I was only defending myself.
On monastery grounds? That's most serious. The abbot must be informed without delay. The brothers will escort you to him. I'll look around a bit more and join you soon. I also want to hear what you've got to say. I hate to interrupt, Your Grace, but something's happened that urgently requires your attention.
Did you bring more news from Masters Albic and Zacharias? How fare our sick?
No, my lord. I've brought Henry here because we apprehended him in the infirmary graveyard. There was a fight. 3 men were killed, and the grave of the bearer of the arrow crest was looted.
Boleslav Bavor? I was just telling his grace about him. The relic. Was it there?
Yes. Bavor had it placed in the compartment in the sarcophagus lid. A fragment of Christ's cross. Just as Bavor's travel records said.
Incredible! The Lord is with us in this dark hour.
Such a treasure hidden away and waiting to be revealed in a time of need. Praised be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever. And praised be the Virgin Mary, our protector.
But now, back to what Ludolf said. Did 3 people truly lose their lives?
They attacked me. I only defended myself.
But who were they? Where did they come from?
I've no idea. All I know is they were after Bavor's relic, and they were clearly prepared. Weapons, armor. Either they'd been tracking me, or someone told them about me.
I never told anyone. Not until just now, to his grace. And we were alone.
Ludolf, how is it that armed men managed to breach my monastery?
Please accept my apology, Your Grace. The grounds are vast and complex, and with our numbers we simply can't guard it all. I take full responsibility and will do everything in our power to ensure this doesn't happen again.
Thank you. I'm counting on you. First, the collapse in the church. Then, a foul sickness. A fire. More deaths. And now, armed raiders. It's becoming too much for our already dwindling order. Why is the Lord punishing us?
Punishing or testing? That relic, it's a sign. A promise of hope.
Perhaps, Crispin. Let's hope we interpret the Lord's intentions correctly. Henry, on my behalf and on that of our brotherhood, I thank you for recovering such a treasure for us. Let the disturbance of Sir Bavor's grave be forgiven, for you were guided by divine providence.
Thank you, Your Grace. I was glad to do it.
Ludolf, escort Henry to the infirmary. I'll keep the relic here and remain in prayer and contemplation.
As you command.
Credit where is due, you managed to recover the relic. Truly a knightly deed.
Someone, you won't surrender?
If you keep resisting... What?
Mercy! I surrender!
The abbot's in charge here now, so you'd best get ready. You'll have him to answer to.
Take me away. I won't cause any more trouble.
Henry, I won't tolerate such behavior. Especially now, when the monastery is in such a delicate situation. Don't you think we need peace in order for the Lord to take mercy on us? You spit in the face of our hospitality, as well as the Lord's love. You don't deserve to stand on hallowed ground, and are henceforth banned from the monastery. The knights will escort you out. You are no longer welcome here.
No fear, I'll take that swipe.
Huh?
Amen. Nice choice of last words. And I'll be taking that treasure.
Who sent you?
That's no longer your concern. Get him! Take the relic from him. I'll kill you.
Right. I got word there was a fight here. What in the Virgin Mary's name happened?
Where the hell were you? What?
Stimmt. I regret it. I'd rather question both sides, but as I see, it's too late.
What other side? Those bastards ambushed me.
That's a very grave matter. Especially with the monastery close to our... We'll take you to the abbot at once, so you can tell him everything. The brothers will escort you to him. I'll look around. I hate to interrupt your grace, but something's happened that urgently requires your attention.
Did you bring...
No, Mello. There was a...
Boleslav, the relic!
Yes. A fragment of cross.
Incredible!
Praised be...
Now and...
But now...
They attacked.
But who were...
I've no idea. And they were clearly prepared.
I never told...
Ludolf,
Please accept the ground. I take...
thank you. First, the collapse in the church. It's becoming too much for our already dwindling order. Why is the...
Punishing or testing? That relic, it's a...
Perhaps, Crispin. Henry, on my behalf and on that of our brotherhood, I thank you for recovering such a treasure for us. Let the disturbance of Sir Baver's grave be forgiven, for you were guided by divine providence.
Thank you, Your Grace. I was glad to do it.
Ludolf, escort Henry to the infirmary. I'll keep the relic here and remain in prayer and contemplation.
As you command.
Credit where is due, you managed to recover the relic. Truly a knightly deed. May it bring us relief from this affliction. The Lord be with you, Henry.
You'd best move along.
What?
Him down again.
If you crawl back here, you'll get the strap. Go on, find your master.
Right then. Where to begin? I'll start with the younger one. Muscle stiff, but the body looks supple. What's that in his hair? Oof. Better mind my fingers. Rigor mortis is wearing off. He vomited up his guts before he died. Just like that old confessor. He's young, but his hands are a mess. Covered in scars, nails broken, looks like hard labor. And 2 workers did go missing. That can't be a coincidence. His bruises are odd. Regular. Almost perfectly circular. Looks like cupping marks. Someone might have tried to ease a fever or pain. few old scars, gravel embedded in both knees, and blood around the groin. Barely dried. Mixed with... just his back. Muscle stiff, but the... It's all... Yeah, it's flour. Ugh. Now for the older one. Pale, sunken eyes, missing some teeth, though that might just be age. But that hole in his head is someone's doing. Small, round, clean, like it was drilled. I've heard of that method before, used in cases of unbearable headache or seizures. But who'd try that outside the infirmary? Completely stiff. Ugh. Clenched tight. Rigor mortis well advanced. Skin's badly scratched. And there's a thorn stuck here. Maybe a rose? Stiff as a board. But no broken bones. Back and shoulders all scratched up. And around his neck and chest he's got red blotches on the... Those blotches look familiar. They're a bit like the ones on that old confessor. Look. Well, what's clear is they didn't die in that burning hut. More likely they succumbed to the infection spreading in the monastery. The symptom, either way, it wasn't a cold-blooded murder. Someone tried to treat them, brutally, but still. And it didn't work. Someone must have hauled the bodies into that shed. It might be possible to trace where...
Don't come back! Back!
Eh?
Don't come back!
much left of the shed. Elijah had more luck than sense. A torch? Damn, this wasn't an accident. Someone torched the shed to cover their tracks. At least this grill is here. Rough cloth, badly charred, and bits of leather. Probably used as knee protection for work. Oil. It burns like the devil. No wonder there's barely anything left of the shed. Overturned sacks, soaked ground, so that's why the dead man had flour in his hair. Where did this wine come from? Whoa, that's disgusting. But there's no other way. A cart and rose bushes. If he dragged them through the ditch, no wonder they were in such a state.
Only a madman would drag them this way. Someone would have seen something. I need to go another way. No. Only a madman would drag them this way. Someone would have seen something. I need to go another way.
Something's jammed in the lock. There's no way I can pick it. Cart tracks lead to the herbalists. Maybe Joachim knows more.
Oh, it's late. What do you want?
What are you doing in the garden? Shouldn't you be...
What a beautiful day. I feel in my bones it might rain, though. But
Why aren't you with the other monk?
the birds don't sing like they used to. But at least I can... Don't you wish you...
What are you doing here in the...
You know, people often don't cherish the simple gifts life offers. At least not until... But why shouldn't one rejoice in each day? And share that joy without... Just look. The roses, for instance.
What? Are you even listening to me? I'm asking why you're not inside.
I heard you.
Well?
You're asking what I'm doing in the garden. Just look around.
Inside? Because there's a contagious illness?
Look at me. What could some illness possibly... By the way, you look spry, full of strength.
First, I want...
You see, I didn't tell any of the brothers I was going out into the garden. I'd need you to let one of them know I'm all right, so he doesn't worry needlessly.
I'll help you. But who exactly should I give the message to? And where can I find him?
Find Brother Athanasius. He should be in the dormitory above the library.
All right. I'll find him and deliver the message.
Till we meet again.
Who's there?
Just a little longer. Be careful with that scythe. Just a little longer.
Brother, forgive the intrusion, but I have a favor to ask of you.
Very well. But before I hear you out, Are you Athanasius, by any chance?
Yes, that's me.
Brother Constantine wants to...
Constantine? You know where he is? Is he all right? Has something happened to him?
Don't worry, he's fine. And he looks content.
But then why hasn't he come back? Is he lost?
I don't think it's that. It seems he just...
What do you mean, doesn't want to? You have to convince him somehow.
All right. I'll try to persuade him.
Oh, God bless you.
What the fuck is that stink? What?
There's a lot of you here. Which one of you is Elijah?
No thanks.
Shh! Keep your voice down.
Do you know where Elijah is? I really need a word with him.
I'm not sure if he's still there, but I think I saw him heading to the cellar this morning. He looked rough. Shh! Keep your voice down. Elijah isn't here. Oh, what a stink! I hope it's not me.
You're Elijah, right? What are you doing here?
What do you think? Hiding and hoping everyone leaves me alone. I don't want to talk to anyone.
I get it. You don't want to remember. I've seen some nasty things too. But sometimes it helps to talk to someone. It's definitely better than drowning your wits in schnapps.
Well, all right. What do you want to know?
How did you even notice the fire? What were you doing outside?
I couldn't sleep, so I went for a walk. It was just chance.
Just chance? You sure? I don't think the abbot would be happy about folk wandering around at night.
So what if I took a little walk?
You sure you weren't sneaking off somewhere for a drink?
Hey, what do you even know about me? After a night like that, you'd have had a drink too.
All right. Sorry. Did you see anyone else at the fire?
No. Just the dog was there.
The dog?
That's how I noticed the fire. The dog was darting about, barking like mad, so I...
When you dragged out those two bodies...
While I was pulling out the second one, other people had noticed the fire. One of the knights grabbed me and started yelling that I was the arsonist. Luckily, he saw the bodies and how I was covered in... Then the people from the monastery came. They sent me away and took the bodies off somewhere.
I've seen the corpses, and I've got a few questions.
Does it have to be?
Do you have any idea who those two...
I've no idea. It was dark, I couldn't see their faces.
I noticed some strange things about them.
Like what?
It looks like they died of the same illness that's spreading through the monastery infirmary.
Christ! And I touched them. But I feel fine. So far.
you'd best go and see Brother Benedict. He'll examine you, and at least clean up those burns.
All right then.
They had something white left in their hair, like lime or flour.
Lime's used by the workers on the building site, and the mills just nearby. But how it got in their hair, I've no idea.
Dead men weigh a lot. How did you even get them out of the burning shed?
On my back? Like carrying... Outside the door again.
What are you on about? You acted like a hero.
Hardly. I'm a coward and a drunk.
Who ran into the flames to save his fellow man.
Aye. And what did it get me?
If not for you, they'd have burned to ash and wouldn't even have a decent burial. This way they can pass on with dignity. So stop feeling sorry for yourself and be a bit proud. All right?
Right. Right. Thanks.
get what Elijah was talking about. Ugh.
Wheel tracks. Headed that way towards the gate. Locked, damn it. The tracks are clear. That cart was bloody heavy. The cart tracks lead to the herbalists. Maybe Joachim knows more.
I told Athanasius I found you and that you're all right, but he still wants you to return to the dormitory.
Why would I do that, lad? I have everything I need here.
If you won't go back for your own sake, do it for Athanasius. He truly cares about you.
Oh, all right then. I won't add to his troubles for no reason. I'll go and see him one last time. Till we meet again.
What in damnation is going on there?
You said they were better. Were you lying or just that stupid?
They took a turn for the worse. It came out of nowhere, and there was no saving them.
And those books I got for you. You've half the monastery's library in here. Did you even bother looking at them?
I read every one, but I told you 100 times, I am not a physician. I don't know what you all expected from me.
You were supposed to use your head, damn it. Now everyone and their dog is sniffing around here.
I couldn't just...
I thought I made myself clear. They stay here, you don't leave, and nobody must know a thing.
But what was I supposed to do? Your master...
Provided you with everything you needed and paid you generously. Or am I wrong? What about that fire? Were you just covering your ass, or planning to rat on us too?
They were infected. For the sake of everyone in the monastery, I did what had to be done.
Doing what has to be done. For everyone's sake. Delish!
Pray for a quick death, you bastard! Show what you're made of!
He's gone. Hold on. I'll fetch help.
Don't trouble yourself, son. But please, stay.
No. No, I'll run for Albie.
Pray with me.
All right. But I need...
Yes.
Why did you set the shed alight? Were you trying to get rid of the bodies?
Get rid of them? No. But should they rot under my roof?
Did you try to treat those poor souls yourself?
I did my best on the orders, but either this...
All right. And now the...
Our Father.
Oh, go with God.
To your health, my friend. Hopefully the worst is behind us.
May not a drop go to waste.
You rats! Hey! Henry! It was his fault those two died. He was the first to know about the epidemic, and he tried to keep everything hushed up. He blackmailed the herbalist to hide them and treat them at his place. And when those bodies were found, what did he do? He sent that lackey of his to get rid of him.
Joachim is
dead. And that Dinesh of yours too.
So now you kill me?
Give me just one more reason. Albik, what is it?
If I were you, I'd hold back a while. For everyone's sake.
You poisoned him? Why?
Calm down. He's still breathing.
What do you mean, still?
Whether he survives is up to you. and whether you're finally willing to cooperate.
I don't need you. The infirmary has ingredients for all sorts of antidotes. We'll figure something out.
You think I used belladonna and amanita like some village herb woman? No. This is my own recipe, and a damned expensive one, I'll have you know. I save it for only the most distinguished.
I thought you and Albert were friends. He never did anything to deserve this.
Albert may not realize it, but half his shine next to someone young and inexperienced. You saw it yourself. Even the Right Reverend didn't trust me. Me, royal physician to king. But once Master Albert showed up, suddenly everything was different. And all he had to do was repeat this.
So you only pretended to be his friend? All the while you looked down on him? You're mad. You want me to help you? Now, after all this?
If you're looking for someone to blame, try yourself. None of this would have happened if you hadn't kept getting in my way.
Don't try that on me. Speak, traitor. What do you want from me?
I want Albert's closely guarded records on the treatment of King Wenceslas.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb. Albert spent a lot of time with him. I want to know what he wrote down.
So, it was you who turned our chamber upside down?
Me? No, that was Dinesh.
You swine. Albert confided in you that he had them, and you poisoned him so that...
I was hoping to frighten him. Maybe he'd give them to me for safekeeping. So I need you to find them.
And if I bring you the records, you'll give me the antidote?
Not so fast. There's one more thing. Something King Sigismund himself would greatly value. Apparently, somewhere in this monastery, there's a relic from the Holy Land.
And that's what those workers were after. But they failed.
Morons.
You mean the relic of the knight Boleslav Bavor?
So you've already found it? I might have... Those idiots searched wherever they could, and all they managed was to open... And where is it now?
How did you even hear about it? If the legend of Bavor was so well known, someone would have found the relic long ago.
Coincidence, my friend. A stroke of good fortune.
I'm not your...
Not long ago, some of Bavor's king came to King Sigismund. They wanted to search for the relic and begged him for the means. The king showed interest, of course, but wanted it for himself. And as it happens, I was in Buda reading Bavor's travel records, and I knew his grave was somewhere here in Sedlitz. That gave me the chance to serve His Majesty and help myself.
Touching tale.
So I'll ask again. Where is it?
Quite honestly, I don't know.
Henry, Albert's life is in your hands.
I'm telling the truth. I've no idea what happened to it.
Someone like you, who searched every last corner of this monastery, but if you really aren't lying, you'd best start trying harder. Once you've got the relic and the records, come to the church. We'll meet there. And one last piece of advice. Hurry. The substance acts slowly, but the longer you make Albert wait, the worse the consequences.
And what's to stop me grabbing you by the neck, beating the antidote out of you, and dragging you to the abbot?
The fact I'm not a fool. I haven't got the antidote on me. So we can go to the abbot and spend hours blaming each other. Meanwhile, Albert will die right here on the cold ground in a puddle of his own vomit. If he's to survive, we do this my way. Do we understand each other?
You miserable bloody bastard. I'll do it, but only for Albert's sake.
I expected nothing less.
Henry, the records, they're behind scales.
What? What scales? Albie?